I started it, but like I'm just gonna cut out parts, you know. But let me at least do the intro real quick.
What? Do I have to do the intro?
Do you want to do the intro?
What's the intro?
The same.
Hey guys, it's Josh Rowell. Welcome back to the Lava Live podcast. Today I have my good friend Goose. I'll link his social media in the description below. What's up, man? How you doing?
Is that? Are you doing it, or is that what you're
I did
rehearsing?
it.
Oh man, I'm doing pretty good. How are you? I thought you were like rehearsing it.
Nah, bro.
No, I'm doing pretty good. How's your day been?
I'm good.
Can you run? I know we've been hanging out for a little bit. Run me through your day before we started hanging out. You know.
I woke up.
All right, I'm liking
That's
this.
pretty
Going.
much that.
Time you wake up.
Like 11. Like pretty late, but I'm not doing anything, so it doesn't really matter. I just stayed home and FaceTimed my girlfriend. That's pretty much it. And then I ran, and then I'm here.
Dang, nice. We just watched I'd say probably like a masterpiece of a video. I don't know. Eating Gustavo never seen Filthy Frank's rat video when he's flying. He finds all the nasty rats, all the dead rats, and he makes it into a taco or whatever it was.
It's Filthy Frank was such a crazy era. Like with cancel culture now, I feel like there's no way he would survive.
No, that's why I think he would do better.
He's such a gem. Like he's an emerald.
Dude, literally, the only reason I thought of the video was from watching that. Because I associate you'd always be, I don't know, because you would always talk about Filthy Frank videos. Not always, but you would talk about them. So I would be like, oh yeah, Gustavo was the Filthy Frank guy. And then watching oh yeah. Sorry, that was a strawberry milkshake. Watching that cooking show thing, and he was like, dang, that's weird, or whatever he said about the food, and the comment was like, yo, what the fuck? Didn't this dude, like, eat rats, or find dead rats in the street and make food out of it? How much money?
To eat a dead rat?
To eat what he cooked.
A New York rat.
Yeah, a little ratatouille.
Man.
Alright, we'll go with each item. So, the soup. The soup.
Do I only have to eat the soup? Only the broth?
No, you gotta eat it all. You gotta eat the rat.
There's like 3 embryos in there, bro.
No, that was in the churro.
Oh, okay.
The churro had the little baby rats, and then the soup had 1 rat, and then the burrito had 1 rat. Which one would you eat for how much?
Okay, I think baseline, at least $75.
That's it?
Bro, because
A New York rat.
but I think the embryo, it's like starting off.
Is that the easiest one to eat?
I would say so.
Because it has like the least diseases?
Yeah, and it doesn't have hair. I think like hair, it's like...
Oh, the hair cake. Just keep going around talking about it. Oh, the hair cake. Oh, fuck. That hair cake is so fucking nasty.
Bro, I always like how we, in our group, how we always say, yo, how much? Like, and we know it's joking, but then I bring that up in like other scenarios, and people are like, bro, I'm not doing that. Like, that
Dude. Oh my god. I fucking hate that shit. Who the fuck was that? I was talking to someone about it, and I was like, how much would you... And they were like, that's dumb. Why would I do that? I was like, it's the fucking... That's the point of it. It's a hypothetical. It's supposed to be funny. And even when we were hanging out with your girl and the other girl I'm talking to, well, I forgot what hypothetical we came up with, but they were both like, what the hell? I would never do that. Yeah. Oh, it was... So we were driving past somewhere after we got food, and this homeless dude I'm assuming a homeless guy, had a chair set up, but he wasn't there. So the hypothetical I came up was how much to steal the chair and then keep going. But, you know, since freaking Gustavo had to pretend to be all nice to his girl and be like, oh, I would, like, give him money and I wouldn't take the chair, but, like, it's not... But, like, Oh no, you said you would put it in this little. He had like an empty cup. He'd put it in.
Yeah. Okay. Cause the thing is like, he's in a bad scenario already, right? So it's not hard at all to do. The scenario was at a stoplight, get out real quick, and then just take the chair. Like that's like it's so easy to do physically. Like the problem was, and then I was like, okay, like I'll do it. Like not that much money. Like I think I said like $100, and I did give the dude like $50. Like it was like thinking back on it, I would have done it for like $20 and give the dude like at least half. Like I would have for like that. Because it's just he could just buy a new chair. Like there's nothing stopping him.
Yeah, he could definitely or just steal a new chair like he probably did with that one.
It's like,
but them two, they were like, that's so fucked up. Why would I steal his chair? I'd give him like just fucking ruining the fun. Alright, that was a little too far. Like it wasn't like ruining the fun, but they don't have an imagination.
I think they just didn't understand that
how we roll.
Yeah, like cause I've never seen. Like I always like, yo, how much to fucking like do whatever, and then people were like, yo, I'm not gonna do that. That's so dumb. Like they didn't even like, let me like they.
That reminds me of the church game, and he was like, damn, you probably got a long list too. It's like, man, fuck you. Fuck you, bro. Piece of shit. I'm at church, I'm trying to fucking have a good time, not get shit talked.
Man.
Yeah, I guess I don't know a lot of other people that say stupid ass hypotheticals like that.
I feel like because it's a lot of critical thinking. Like,
I think it's a skill we've obtained over the years.
Mm-hmm. You like truly know your worth.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you go too high, then you get like reprimanded by the group, and then you're like, all right, so you have to like reconsider. Mm-hmm. You're like $100,000. Like, nah, bro, shut the fuck up. $50. And then it always gets to a point where it's like, all right, bet $50. And then like, you're about to do it.
Hey, like, no.
No. You fucking always. I don't think anyone's ever fucking gone through.
I did.
For what?
I mean, it wasn't really a scary one. It was Dylan was like, how much to throw? You know, at the beach, mm-hmm. how they have the sidewalks like right next to the sand. Mm-hmm. The sidewalk was pretty big. He's like, all right, how much to throw your phone across the sidewalk?
Oh yeah.
And I was like, he was like $20. I was like, nah, bro. If I mess my phone up, because I was thinking about if I mess my case or screen protector up, I'd at least want to be able to pay for a new one. It's like, nah, $40. And he was like, all right. And I wasn't going to do it, but some in me wanted to fucking call this bluff so bad. Because no one, like, there's probably been people that have done it. But I feel like no one, I'll get back to it, but I feel like no one else is willing to pay money than Dylan. So I was like, all right, this is my chance. And I mean, I just, like, landed it got a couple scratches, but I mean, I got $40. But there's been a couple times when, like, we say one and then, like, you get the look, they're like, yeah, like $50, and everyone sits up, they're like, yo, really?
Yeah.
And there was, hey,
and then everyone starts going, all right, I put in 20.
And then when it's becoming a reality, everyone, on second thought, I don't think so.
It's like, yeah. I always think about what Derek said, is that I wish I was rich. So I could just pay people to do dumbass shit. And I wish to seek that level of richness. Like, that's...
So we can pay each other to do something stupid.
Yeah, just dumbass shit.
It would literally it would just evolve into movie bucks.
And but it's real money, so it's like
evolve.
So, but the thing is, like with movie bucks, it was a losing situation.
No, because we didn't. Because I felt all right. I'll leave. What do you mean by losing?
Like, if you won. You didn't win. You don't win anything. You won the movie buck champion. That doesn't mean anything.
You got those movie bucks you could use at a theater that's not close by.
Hold on. Should we explain what movie bucks is to people that don't know?
Yeah, let's just fuck it. You want to explain?
Basically, long story short, I think it was for Derek.
He's in a stocking for Christmas.
Yeah, Derek's mom. By our house, we had a movie theater called the Krikorian, and Redlands. But that movie theater turned into the studio movie grill, I believe. But his mom got him movie buck tickets, which one movie buck was $1, but you could only use it there for tickets or food or whatever. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, it was like yeah.
Basically, they were unusable because it already changed into another movie theater, and the closest to Corning was like an hour away. So they're basically unusable. So we used this false currency as a tournament of sorts.
Yeah, we split it up at the beginning. We like got who was down for these movies because we were already. It was like we've always been the. All right, how much to do that? But now it was like a challenge. Everyone wanted to win. So we all split them up, and I think everyone got like 2 or 3. I think at the start, and then yeah, that was the beginning of them.
Yeah, we went off a 1 to 3 movie buck scale. So the more difficult or enduring the task was, the higher the movie bucks. But 3 movie bucks was like you had to do something insane.
Like, what do you think monetarily? I was thinking about it, and I felt like a 1 movie buck there was like not exactly, but I feel like somewhere around $20, give or take. Because like for one, Derek closed through the locker on my finger, and then Nathaniel jumped like head first into that bush. So I mean, I guess give or take, I guess like 15, 20.
I guess. Well, because I never based it off like, yo, that's 1 movie buck. I just based it off, yo, that's too, like, that there is too much to be just 1.
Yeah. But just, like, in the idea for, like, people, because we can't tell all the dares.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, like, I feel like, so would you agree, though, a 1 movie book could be around $20? Is that fair?
I guess. You can't exceed $20, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because when, at the time, Derek was super sick. And one of the dares that I did was, I think it was a 1 movie book dare. There's no way it was 2.
It was 1, I think.
Yeah. That he just coughed straight in my face, like it
the sick cough.
And so, yeah, that was a movie book, and I didn't get sick. That's crazy looking back on it, but yeah, that was like 1 movie book.
And then for perspective, for 2 movie books, I think I did the first dare, and I ran across Derek's backyard, and right when I started to run, he shot me with his automatic airsoft gun, and he hit me like 20. It was electric powered because I would not do like a CO2 powered. That thing would murder me. But I got shot like, I think I counted it finally, like after I took a shower, I got shot like 22 times. And that was like a solid that was like an upper 2 movie buck dare, I think. It wasn't like, I don't think it was enough to be 3. It wasn't enough to be 3, but it wasn't like, dang, it was like a good 2 movie buck. I feel like 2 movie bucks, I don't know what you'd put a price on those. They're kind of, those ones are harder to scale because they're right in the middle, because it can be like, well, that one's too hard of a dare, or too dangerous, or too gross to be just 1.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, it's also like, well, that's not crazy enough to be a 3 movie buck dare.
Because like a 3 movie book dare would be like,
I say those are like 100. Those are like 100 plus. I feel like dares.
I feel like 3 movie bucks is like something
that could harm you.
Something that if someone said so as a bet, you would say no at first. Like something that's really bad, and then it throws a little sprinkle on it to push it over the edge. I feel like that's a 3 movie book there.
I feel like another good way to say is like, that's something, because like when people do like jackass dares as an example, they're like, yeah, I'd fucking I'd shopping carted down a hill, and I feel like 1 and 2 is like, you could tell people and you wouldn't be like embarrassed, or like you wouldn't want people to know, like, because if someone was like, dang, I heard you ran across the backyard for 2 movie bucks while you got shot, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty funny. But 3 movie bucks, like that's something you do, that's like stays between you guys. You don't tell anyone unless like the group council consults about it and thinks this person is trustworthy enough to tell.
And the group because I wasn't a part of the original people that came up with the movie bug thing, but the group council was so it was so corrupt. It was such a corrupt system.
And for all this, and just for the idea, I was in first place for the movie buck dares, but I came to a conclusion that one participant was willing to do a 3 movie buck dare, and I literally couldn't. At that point, I really wanted to win because I was willing. I just would do like ones that I didn't really like the gross ones because like I don't know gross, but like the ones like getting shot or stuff. Like I knew it was like I was just temporary. I'll be hurt for a little bit, but I was in first place. I had like 5 or 6 movie bucks, but when this person was like, "Yeah, I'll do this for 3," there was no way I was passing up the opportunity. So I took my L, and I gave him 3 movie bucks. And literally, this is like you got your group of friends. This is this is like the Revolutionary War of our friend group. This like changed.
I feel like this literally changed the dynamic of us.
Yeah, and I feel like it brought us almost closer together, just based on how wild it was. Mm-hmm. And we were all like, "There's no way!"
Like, we look back on those times and we can't believe we're the same people. Like, like I look back at myself and I'm like, "Damn, that really happened." And it was so, because I remember I was at like a party or something, and I was just talking to this girl. And then she was like, "Yo, you were in the movie buck era?" And I was like, "How the fuck do you know?" And
dude, who was it? Or I could blur. What is it? I could blur it out, unless it's too.
No, it was. I'll just tell you after.
All right.
But I was like, "Oh, bro!" And it literally, it's because I at the time I just erased that from my memory. Like it was so.
How'd they figure out?
They knew someone.
Someone else told them about it?
Yeah. But it was, yeah, it shook me. I was like, how do you know?
Dang. Yeah, I don't. I think the people I showed was like my brothers, but they're way older than me and they're like not associated with us at all. So they were like, they just didn't care. Oh, yeah. What? Really?
Yeah.
That was, dang, it was that long ago? Sorry, he just showed me on text who it was, but I'll keep it confidential. Damn. I don't remember that shit. I mean, I did have I think I have almost all the movie bucks on my phone. The only ones I don't have, which I deleted because I didn't want them, was the 3 movie buck dare. And I think I don't have Derek coughing in your face.
I think it's floating somewhere. I think Mateo has it.
Yeah, I think Mateo has the other ones.
And to be clear, how crazy a 3 movie bug there was. There was only 1 3 movie bug there.
That was successful.
Ever done. Like there was concepts about it, and there was like about to be trial runs of 3 movie bug dares, but only 1 went all the way through.
Yeah. How many 2 movie bug dares were there?
I feel like that was the most common. Well, depends. Like it depends on your strategy. Because I remember I was doing a lot of 1s.
Yeah.
And then
I
did a couple 2s.
I think mine of getting shot was like the upper limit of 2 movie bucks. I felt like personally. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm willing to do more 1s and 2s. What was another 2 movie buck dare? Was it only me?
I think I remember doing. I only remember 1 movie buck dare.
Oh, I remember another one. I remember the other 2. Oh no, I think it was for 1. Oh, I think I deleted it because it took up so much memory on my. I
remember Nathaniel ate all the lemon.
That was it. But the thing was, he also ate grass. And I think that was 1. Cause alright, so for context, this was after I'd done my dares and climbed my way up the ladder. After I paid, all right, in this 3 movie book dare, so the whole reason, another reason why this person accepted this crazy movie buck dare was because I was willing to pay for it, and it would take me out of first place. Because I was in the lead by like 2 movie bucks, I believe. 1 or 2. I wasn't tied with anyone, so me doing this would have hit me down. Because this person's reasoning was they didn't want movie bucks to keep existing because he felt like it was too harmful for our friendship or something. So he wanted to win them all and fucking burn them.
That was the goal. That was his goal.
Yeah. So that was another reason he did it, but behind the scenes, the other 2 people that were with me, I explained the scenario to them, and I was like, all right, so how about you 2 give me 1 movie buck each, and then I give this person 3. So it's like I gave him 3, so he still thinks of it like that, but we each all gave him 1. But then one of them told him, and for some reason these assholes turned on me, acting like they didn't know what the fucking plan was, and like we didn't explain it. So then when he was like, no, I ended up giving him all 3 of mine, but they were like, dang, bro, why the hell would you do that? And I was like, bro, don't fucking switch sides on me, because a second ago you guys were like, oh yeah, I'm down, I'll give it to you after he does the dare. And I was, oh. So it was kind of some sneaky stuff going on behind this.
Yeah. So the council was very corrupt.
Yeah, extremely. They turned on, I mean, I was trying to be sneaky, but they also turned on me, so I guess it was an even trade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the 2. What was I talking about? The 2 movie buck dare?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know I think it was 1.
I remember the lemon in the grass.
I think that was only 1, because we were like, I could even...
That was at the very beginning. I think that was the first dare that happened.
Which one?
That lemon thing.
I thought it was me getting shot.
Was it?
Because
I remember it was in the
beginning. Because that was the same day we recorded Derek recorded the video of him like burning that. Like we had 1 extra movie buck when we started, and like we didn't think it was fair that someone should start with an extra one. So as the beginning of an era, we burnt half of it off to be like, this is the start of something.
Mm-hmm. Man. And it ended up being
What?
It ended up they won, but they won absolutely nothing.
There was no prize except, I guess, being the winner of the movie bucks, but
he lost.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely lost.
I feel like there was no way of winning. Like it was impossible.
Yeah, because even I felt like because they would have to do the most dares.
Mm-hmm.
So either way, everyone's like, yeah, you still kind of lost because you just did all these dares. I thought I did another one. I think I only did 2 moves. I think I only did. Did you do? How many dares did you do?
I ended with like 3 or 4, so I had to do at least 2 or 3. I don't know. I only remember Derek coughing on me.
Oh, I remember. Oh, the Bifey noodles.
Oh, the one that Derek did. Oh, man.
Dude, that was a double whammy. Because Derek gave Nathaniel 1 to eat your noodles, then like wake you up, and but then also, I think it was Mateo or someone gave Derek another one to rip his noodles out of his hands.
Okay, so you just tell the story then.
All right, I'll say all this one from my perspective. So we're all spending the night at Nathaniel's house, and we're just hanging out, and we had some ramen, and I was getting hungry, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna make my ramen. And Gustavo, he was sleeping on the couch or on the recliner, or he's falling asleep, and he's like, hey, can you make mine too? But I could tell he was falling asleep, so I was like, you sure you want me to like wake you up, or just don't want me to save it? And he's like, nah, just make it, and then leave it on the counter, and I'll eat it when I wake up. And he was like, if any of you touch it, you're getting fucked up. I don't know if he said fucked up, but he said something aggressive to threaten us. So right then, boom. Shouldn't have said that, bro. And so I make the noodles and he falls asleep. So the dare was Nathaniel wakes up Gustavo and goes, hey Gustavo, these are your spicy beef noodles and I'm eating them. And he takes a bite out of them. And the best part is when we wake up Gustavo, he's like awake but basically still sleeping. And Nathaniel's saying it to him and starts eating it, and he's blank faced, just like looks like a vegetable. Looks this retarded. And then finally Mateo goes in his ear and he whispers, he goes, "He's eating your noodles." And bro, this dude turns on like a fucking Roomba. He fucking gets up out of the recliner and goes, and he looks at him, he's like, "Are you fucking eating my noodles, you bitch? Are you fucking touching my noodles?" And he gets up, aggressive. The fucking whole chair wobbles when he gets up. And then dude, I was so tired, that shit was so funny. My laugh in the background, I was like, oh. And then they start doing a wrestle tussle, and then that's the end of that. And then we end up going outside, and then right then someone was like, "Hey yo, another movie bug." Rip him out of his hands and throw it over the fence so he can't eat him, because he was finally, like, he was awake now, so he was just eating the noodles, and we were all standing outside talking. So they all started closing in. Nathaniel was just next to him, like, saying sorry and talking about it, and Derek and Mateo were both in on it, so they were like, got close, and they're like, "Bro, like, forgive us," and Gustavo was like, "Nah, like, screw you guys." And then right when Mateo goes to hug him, Derek goes to grab it and throw it over the fence, but Gustavo has a death grip on it, and they just rip it in half, and this noodles fly everywhere. And then again, my laugh is, I don't think I've never laughed like that again. That shit was so funny. And then Gustavo and Derek started to have a little tussle in the backyard.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. It's just because I don't get mad at a lot of stuff, except I think the mad is is when I'm super tired, and this is like universally known, is that like you don't mess with my sleep or when I'm asleep, because I will get pissed off. And yeah, I remember I was like, "Yo, just make the noodles real quick, just leave it, I'll make it." And I was like, "Yo, don't touch my fucking noodles, bro, like, this is my noodles," because I bought them from Walmart.
You bought those 33-cent noodles.
Yeah, I wanted to get my money's worth. I was hungry, I remember, and then I ended up falling asleep. And then I wake up. I was dazed, I remember. But all I remember was clear as day. Noodle. I heard that, and then something triggered in my mind, like a mama bear protecting her cubs. And I was like, "Are you eating my fucking noodles?" And then I remember this. I went to Nathaniel, and he looked terrified.
I don't think we've ever seen that look in your eyes. I think that's one. At that point, that was the most mad or aggressive or angry we've ever seen you.
And then I was thinking, like, man, I can't, like, hit him. Like, that's messed up. So we just tasseled, and then eventually got the noodles back, and I was outside. And I didn't start eating them because I was trying to like I was like, "Yo, you guys are fucked up. Why would you do this? That's fucked up, right?" And then I wasn't mad until Derek came up and snatched the noodles, and then I was pissed. I was ready to hit him. I was straight up ready to knock him. But then that little voice was like, "Bro, you can't knock him for noodles, bro. That's too much. You're doing too much." And yeah, so the noodles went everywhere. And I remember we were like wrestling on the grass, and it was like sprinkling.
Yeah,
it was like straight out of a movie. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the night.
It was
Bifey noodles.
I don't know if this is the exact date. I think it is. It's May 12th, 2018 at 2:57 a.m. I don't know if we'll pick it up or not.
Hey, these are your Bifey noodles. And I'm eating them. It's spicy. It's spicy. He's eating your noodles.
Right there.
Are you fucking touching my noodles?
I know.
Touching my noodles?
I thought literally, and they start. I don't know if you guys got ear raped or not. My bad, but truly, I thought Gustavo was ready to. I thought they were gonna fight. I thought they were like fist fighting, going down, and like I was really loud on it, but I don't know if you heard it or not. But yeah, in the backyard, are you fucking touching my noodles, you piece of shit?
Yeah, that was such a distinct memory of just waking up enraged. I felt like in like a video game when someone like gets so mad, like I felt like the Hulk. Like I just unleashed rage. Like
Your rage mode.
yeah, like it was powered up.
Oh. Good times, yeah. So anything crazy you wanted to bring up? Anything specific since we're on this this amazing podcast? I don't like how you're looking at me.
I don't know.
I want to tell a story, but I also don't know if we should tell it. So I guess I'll say it and then we'll cut it out. So you remember the adventure from Nathaniel's house with me, you, Mateo?
Oh man, I feel like that's something like you're the only one that's like affected by it in a way. And we're not saying names, so it's
Yeah.
I
mean,
feel like that's definitely one of like our greatest stories.
I'll tell it. Yeah. I just won't be specific. Alright, so we're all hanging out. We're all hanging out at Nathaniel's house again. Different day. I don't recall if this is during Movie Buck era or not. But, we're all hanging out, and I was talking to a woman, a female, of the female gender at this time, and I wasn't assuming her gender. That's what she referred to herself as a female, so
Oh, okay.
I was using the right pronouns. And she calls me, and she's like, hey, what are you doing? Like, and I was like, I'm hanging out with the bros, and she's like, hey, you should come hang out with us. Me and my friends are hanging out, but I was like, damn, being a fucking nerd, I was like, too many women, because she said there was like 5 of them. So I was like, can I bring the boys, some of them? And then at the time, I was really hanging out with Gustavo and Mateo a lot during that time frame. Like, I hang out with everyone in the group a lot. But there's like, just because I had a class with Gustavo at the time. And then, I don't know, just like, I guess that's what it was. And Mateo, because his sister gave us a ride at 1 in the morning. So us 3 drive, or his sister drives us really mad. And we had to wash her car. We had to clean her whole car like the next week. I still have that video when she had that big poster in the backyard or in the trunk. And we started fighting with the poster, and she's like, "You guys are supposed to be cleaning my car." But it was worth it. So we finally get there, and she dropped us. It was like 1:30 already. It was like 1, almost 2. And we're walking down the street, and it's dark, and like we never went to a female's house to hang out with females like that before. Kind of with some tension there, And I guess Mateo was there's a female there that spiked his interest, I guess. So us 3 get there, and we have to crawl through a window at the front door. And there was this small, like, normal bedroom size, and there's fucking 8 of us in there.
There's a lot of people in there.
Yeah, there's 8 of us in there. Us 3 males, and her and all her friends, which were a female gender, I believe. I don't know anymore, but during that time, that's what they were, I believe. I didn't ask, but I could only assume. So, the girl I was talking to, like, me and her are sitting together, and then, like, whatever else is happening. And we're hanging out. We're hanging out in there. And, I don't know how to fucking do I want to tell it, but I'm trying to use my words correctly.
It's up to this is all up to you, bro.
Yeah, I know. And like 2 teenagers just kind of like each other. So, little kissing and stuff is going on, and a little, just like a little teenage love, a little blanket thrown over us, you know what I'm saying? I'll leave it at that. Which I guess wasn't a good idea, because there was another chick in there that was upset that happened, that I was doing that with her friend for, I don't know, maybe, I don't know what happened. I don't know, teenage shit. So she starts crying and fucking goddamn, bro. And she leaves the room crying. And all I'm thinking now is, oh yeah, and hold on, before I skip to it, what was when, I think I might have to, what time is it? I might have to blur this part out, but when, there was blanket action, I fucking looked at you and I was like,
Oh.
I was just like,
Yeah, because the room was so small.
there was nowhere else to look.
So there's the bed. So they were laying on the bed, at the end of the bed on the floor, and then I was on the wall. And if I reach out and lean a little bit, I could definitely touch his face. Like, that's how close we were. And when all that was happening, I was just chilling. I was literally, I just went there to go, because I just wanted something to do. And then I just looked him in the eyes, and I never felt so, how would you say this?
Weirded out?
Not weirded out. It was just like I felt vulnerable. Like,
I
I was
see
just
that.
like, what are you supposed to do in that scenario?
Yeah.
Like, good job, bro. Like, give him a pat on the back.
And the worst part about it is, like, everyone was looking at me. Which, I was just, like, looking at the TV. I was like, don't give in. I didn't want to freak out because I have a bunch of, 6 other people staring at me. Someone else is staring somewhere else. But, these fucking assholes trying, like, they're about to take the blanket off. Well, the chick Mateo was with. She was like, oh, yeah, what if I took the blanket off right now? I was like, literally,
Don't do that.
literally, I just accepted death at that point. I was outnumbered. But when the chick cried and left the room, surely I pictured the scenario in my head perfectly that the dad, because there was a dad there, I guess, comes in there, sees what's happening, and us three have to literally jump through the fucking, because they put the screen back over it, just fucking Black Ops 2 dolphin dive out the window and run. Well, luckily that didn't happen. And now it's like 3:30 or 4, and it's all kind of dying down. It's a little bit awkward now. I mean, not with me and the boys, because we don't give a fuck. Hard style, you know what I'm saying, bruh.
Don't say that.
No, I'm just kidding. And yeah, and then it's like 3:30 or 4, and they're like, the one chick, this chick was a bitch, and she was like, so when are you guys leaving? And I was like, man, like, like, that was already over, but I was like, damn, that was kind of rude, but I get why, because, like, all that happened. And, so finally we're leaving, and it's like 3:30 or 4, and we don't have a ride back. And this, I think I looked it up. It was like over.
It was 6. It was what he didn't say before was this house was completely on the other side of town.
Yeah.
Literally, the furthest you could get in Beaumont, basically.
Yeah, and it's like 6 miles approximately. Oh, and I remember on the way there, it was so late, like we were getting ready to sleep. I was fucking brushing my teeth. Oh no, that was on the way back, I think. Or I don't know if that was the same time, but we had to walk back, and it's like 3:30 or 4, and we're younger, so like we didn't want to like get in trouble, I guess, for being out late, or not more like that, but just there's some bums around, and we had to track through like the middle part of the city, and then over the train tracks, which there's like notorious for being bums. So that was the only part we were like, damn. But we're already tired, and we're walking hella slow, and it's starting to the sun's starting to rise up, and we finally get back. And, of course, all of our buddies are asleep, but no one's answering their phone.
I completely forgot about that.
Or letting us in. And we were all ready to sleep in the backyard. We were so tired and just, like, not defeated, but we were drained mentally and physically. Because it had been, like, easily over 2 hours since we had been walking. And then, the worst part is Nathaniel answers his phone, starts talking, and then hangs up. I don't know what the hell he was saying, but supposedly he was like, yeah, but I don't even remember that. So he, like, called... Ow, my hand. He, like, called us in his sleep. Or he answered his phone, like, half asleep, and then... finally we got let in, though, and that was the...
It was there was an absurd amount of times I had to call him. I remember, I'm not exaggerating, at least 10 times, and basically every single time he picked up, but it'd be quiet, and he'd be like, man, what come on, and then he'd just hang up. And then it was so, like, we didn't know what to think.
Mateo was ready to slam on the door, like jump through it.
Yeah. I was ready to just fall asleep. And then I remember we eventually got in. It was like 10 minutes, 20 minutes later. I remember just falling asleep and then waking up to McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, his daddy had McDonald's for us.
Because Nathaniel's dad always hooks us up with food.
Sausage, egg McMuffins.
Yeah. And then just retelling the story that morning of. And it felt so surreal. It felt like we survived something.
Yeah, literally, with everyone there, I remember Dante specifically listening. Bro, it was like we came out of like one of those a true story like war movies. Oh damn, that was crazy.
Because it was so crazy that happened. Because that happened, and then we had to walk all the way across town with all the signs rising up. That's like straight out of a book.
That's like was that fucking book you had to read with Pony Boy? Outsiders? Yeah, them fucking greased up. Them greased up fucking
Outsiders was such a good movie. I mean, and book.
Them greased up boys, you know what I'm saying?
I remember when there's a part where Johnny, I think it's Johnny, the younger one, he dies.
Yeah, Johnny dies.
And then I remember we were reading that in class, and Nathaniel started crying.
Nathaniel
started crying. And I was like, bro, are you crying? He's like, yeah, bro, Johnny just died. It's so sad. And I started crying.
Oh, shit.
And it was so... I was like, bro, why are you crying? I mean, I was sad, but I wasn't crying.
Oh,
and it was like that straight-faced cry where you just let out tears and you can't control it. Like, you're not sobbing, but it's just tears rolling down your face.
Oh, damn. Have you ever cried in class or teared up or anything? Like, over anything?
Not in class. I never teared up at school, because that's like...
That you get clowned on?
Yeah, that's like a no-go.
Dude.
Oh, I remember... man. Oh, no, never mind. Well, I didn't cry, but I remember I started to tear up. Like, I think it was 8th grade, 7th grade. I was about to... Some dude was, like, arguing with me. And, like, I've never fought anyone at school. But at this point, I was so close to fighting.
Who were you arguing with?
Should I just say the name and then we'll do it? Well, I don't
show me on your phone, and then if I think it's all right,
I don't think it would matter that much, but
just some fucking perked up doughboy. Say, I don't give a shit. I don't give a Frenchman's fuck. Okay,
so I was about I don't know.
He was talking to Ghetto Spider-Man.
Yeah. I was talking to Ghetto Spider-Man, aka Dwayne Gibson.
No, I don't gonna say his full. I think you're gonna say his full name. That's whatever. I don't care enough to fucking cut out.
If he watches this,
literally, bro, if fucking Ghetto Spider-Man is watching this currently, and he's listened to 43 minutes of it, or however much I cut up, thanks.
Yeah, all listeners.
All listeners, I appreciate y'all listening.
It's weird that there's people probably listening that don't know us.
Yo,
that's a weird concept.
That's crazy, honestly, to think about. So, like, there's not really much to explain to it, but yeah.
It's just a crazy concept that just people outside of our friend group would know what we're talking about.
And like, they're intrigued by us explaining it to them.
It is cool. Like, anyway, let me get back to the story.
Yeah, so what were you arguing with?
I literally forgot exactly what I was arguing about. I don't remember. But I remember I got so mad and frustrated that I started tearing up because of how mad I got.
Did he call you out for it?
No, he didn't call me out because I controlled it. And I remember I was so mad. And I was about to fight him. But then I made the worst mistake of them all, but it ended up working out. I ended up spinning on the ground, right? I was like, show like beefy I was, right? Like I was ready to fight.
Nice.
But I was bad at spinning. So I ended up spinning on my leg. Like on my leg. And I remember I had like Adidas like sweatpants.
Oh my
spitting
God.
on my leg and just running down my leg.
Was he just confused?
And at that point, I lost all my street cred. I lost everything. And he was just laughing, and I was just laughing because at that point, it was cool. And then
Was it just you two, or was there a group?
It was like a group. But,
Or was I there? Was this when you were hanging out with us?
Yeah. I don't know if you were there, but I just remember that happening, and then it just all calmed down. So it was cool after that. But but I just lost. I just spit on my leg. I lost all street cred. So Dwayne, if you're hearing this,
Oh, bro.
if you remember why we got mad, let me know.
Dude.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, Dwayne was fucking retarded, bro. Freshman or sophomore year, he would always come up to us and like fucking try and hang out. So we like do what we do best. We just fucking talk shit to him. And then John has this dude, he goes up to John. Oh, we're all there, and there's like 8 of us, and there's like him, and like I think 2 of his buddies were there. Well, like, no, who cares? But he talks about fucking killing John's girlfriend. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking get her, I'm gonna tie her up, I'm a murderer. And then we were like, yo, what the fuck is your problem? And, dude, and then he like gets in the circle of us, and he's like, we're talking mad shit to him, and he's talking shit back, but I think he realized, there was like 7 of us, so I think he's like, yeah, I'm gonna lose this. This dude puts on Dragon Ball Z music, he puts on the theme when Goku goes Super Saiyan 3, and he goes through the fucking... He literally is copying this fucking Dragon Ball scene. He goes... He does all these noises. He's like, this is Super Saiyan 1. He goes... This is Super Saiyan 2. And then when the fucking music drops, like it's supposed to in the anime, he goes, and this, he goes, is to go even further beyond. And he starts yelling, and we're all like, what the we're all looking at each other like, yo, what is up with crackhead Goku right now? Goku Black.
Oh, man. Middle schoolers are a different breed. Like, I remember so many things about middle school that's, like, absurd. Like, just, oh, man.
Say it.
There's just a lot of scenarios. Like, let me think about it. I remember one of our friends was dating this girl that just came into town. She was a new girl. And they were like, oh, man, you dating her? Like, oh, that's cool, right? And
wait.
You'll find out in a second. I'm not going to name names, but it was like, cool, like, what's up? And in Beaumont, it gets pretty cold during the wintertime. And I remember the one time she brought in, she wore a tank top to school. And we're like, bro, we were fucking freezing, bro. I was like, and then we were like clowning on Matthew. Was like, bro, what the fuck?
I just remember who it was.
We were clowning, and I was like, bro, why's your girlfriend not wearing a tank top?
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
And I forgot what he said. He was like, yo, give her a jacket. You're like, no, fuck that.
I'm not giving you that. I'm not giving your girlfriend my jacket, bitch.
Yeah. And then I remember that.
I'm cold.
Yeah. It was like a week later. Like, it's a middle school relationship, so it doesn't matter. And like a week later, like, yo, you still dating her? He's like, nah, bro. Like, she smelled. Like, like she smelled. The reason he broke up with her is because she smelled like shit.
Dude. Oh my god, imagine being that nasty to shower.
Man. But like at the same time.
Dude, I almost fought her.
Who?
Fought that chick.
She was fodder?
Dude, they were getting up on, like, because he was, like, he said something about, like, he's like, yeah, why the fuck would you not wear a jacket? And then she clapped back at him, and Ava was like, hey, bitch, what the fuck? Like, and they, like, both stood up and they were talking shit to each other. I was like, hey, like, let's not have this happen.
Oh, man. Yeah.
What's a good... I probably have one if I thought about it, but a good one I remember is when we were all sitting down eating lunch, and 2 of our buddies started talking shit, and they got a little mad at each other, and one of them threw a little food on the other, and the other one threw more food on the other, and then the other one threw more food on another, and they both got up and started throwing shit at each other, and I was like, oh, damn, about to be a food fight. And it almost started, but then they both stopped.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, yo, do you remember... Oh, no, this wasn't us. This was my, totally off topic. We're not really. But I guess my brother and his friends, they were kind of dickheads. Well, they were, not kind of. In middle school or high school, I think, I forget where, but I think it was high school, because that was when the middle school was the high school. You know, back then?
Yeah.
And they would save their milks and juices for the day, and I don't condone this. I'm not saying this is something you do on a Wednesday afternoon at school with your buddies, but I'm only saying it to retell the story. So yeah, I don't.
You should call it.
Yeah, but a lot these Mexican folk at their school, they used to always hang out by this one wall at the school. You know, at the end of the cafeteria where like out the outside where all the seats were when you'd walk up, and then at the end it was just like no chairs, no tables or anything. You could like stand back there.
And there's a door at the end for the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
So they were all standing back there. They would all stand up, like posted up, I guess,
Posted
back there.
up on the corner.
And my brother and their friends would save all their milks and juices and would fucking throw it at all these Mexican kids, because they would all play baseball. And you know, this isn't a race thing, I don't believe. This was just them being assholes and these guys being at the wrong place, wrong time type of scenario. And the thing was, like, even if they missed, they're getting hit because the juice would splatter on the wall and get them. Which, yeah, I don't know how they got away with that. Another one, there was a... Do you have any stories before I go on with the... I got one more.
There's some, like, middle school story. I remember one time, we always played sports during lunch. Like, that was, like, our thing. And we were playing football. But we wanted to switch it up. We don't want to play touch anymore. We wanted to get more physical, so we started playing tackle. We started playing tackle
When
football.
we played Smear the Queer?
Oh, yeah. We were aggressive.
Was that... Because we would... Well, we really didn't always play it, but it was when the other kids saw that we played it, and they were like, bro, can we play tackle? And then, bro, if you were the queer, bro, you'd get dogged on by like 10 dudes.
You just try to get the person. And I remember when we were playing tackle, and then the Mexicans in the school would always play soccer, you know, as you do. And then they were like, yo, can we join? And all the Mexicans are pretty tiny, dog. Like, they're not that big.
I don't remember. I don't think I was there for this.
Well, and then they started playing tackle. And the thing is, like, they're small dudes. So we were I remember just grabbing one and then just slanging him on the ground,
Were you playing with, like, Abad and Gerardo and stuff?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think I was there for that. I think this was, like...
Yeah.
Because I remember I had missed... Because I remember 7th grade when we played a lot... Because 8th grade we played, like, volleyball, mostly. But 7th grade when we played a lot of I had fucking Miss Christopher. Fuck that fat bitch.
Yeah.
Because I would always have to stay in her class to finish assignments and shit because I fucking hated her so much. So I didn't go out to lunch a whole lot. Or I might have just not had lunch that day with you guys. Because since lunches were always... I remember one day I'd, like, had it with, like, just, like, random people.
Yeah. Man.
So you fucking toss this dude like you're in judo?
Yeah. But the thing is, I think it was that same day or that same week when we were playing a lot with the Mexicans. There's this big Mexican. His name was
Junior?
His name was Junior, yeah.
Jesus.
And the thing is, like, I'm the biggest one of our group. He's the biggest one of their group. And Junior's, like, he's built like a tank in middle school.
Dude,
like,
he's built like a fucking full shopping cart on Black Friday, bro. This dude got a fridge, microwave.
Yeah.
This dude eat, like, middle school, like, dude weighed easily 200 plus.
Yeah. And, but I was the biggest one of the other team. So I had to guard him, right?
Were you guys playing tackle?
I don't know if we were playing tackle.
Or 3-second hold, or...
I don't think it mattered in my scenario because I was guarding him. And all I remember is just I was guarding him, and literally with one hand, he just pushed me. And I felt like I was going to die. Like, I got launched. It was so insane how I just dogged on.
Damn.
Yeah. There's
God.
a lot of stories with playing sports.
Yeah, that was a good time, though. That's when you learn to, like, fucking hold your pride in, or...
That's when you knew you could survive in group scenarios.
Yeah. I remember... Well... So, I remember when Nathan kept he would stiff arm when we play, but he kept stiff arming me and hit me in the face. And I was like, I'll give this dude 3 strikes. and he hit me. He stiff armed me in the face. I was like, "Hey, can you not do that?" And he was like, I don't know. He had like a cockiness to him that day. I won't hold it against him. You know, some days you feeling yourself. So I mean, it's whatever. But you know, and he stiff armed me again in the face. I was like, and I wasn't even like being mean. I was like, "Yo, can you just like?" I was like, "I don't even care if you stiff arm me. Just like don't hit me in the face." And you know, hit me again in the face, strike 3 when I had the ball. And I fucking grabbed, dude, he's standing less than 6 feet away from me, just enough so I could fucking fully extend my arm. And I fucking bounced, I throw this football at his head, and it bounces off him. And yeah, we didn't fight, but like we got in each other's faces, and he was like, "Man, whatever," and he walked away. But I ain't give a fuck.
Man, middle school was such a good. Like,
That was a good time.
You wanna tell a story of Mr. Barker's class? I mean Barber's class. When we were all playing with Risk at the end of the year.
You know what? I won't even tell the story I had about my brothers because it's not even. You gotta tell this one, bro. You gotta tell this one.
All right.
I'll fucking alley-oop this one for him.
Whoop.
Oh god.
So in 8th grade we had this teacher called Mr. Barber, and he was super cool. He taught history. And at the end of the year, we were playing Risk, like the board game of like war and stuff. And we were having fun.
It was history, so he was like, "Yeah, end of the year, just like we didn't have any assignments left." He's like, "Yeah, just get a group and play with your friends."
Mm. Yeah, in that class we had like 5 of our friends. We had me, Josh, John, Gerardo, and Edwin.
Mm-hmm.
We were just killing it. It was so fun. And then this girl, I can say her name.
Just say her name.
Oh yeah, there's no way. Even if this does come back,
John works with her at fucking Home Depot now.
Holy fuck! If this comes back, this would be so fucking fun.
Dude, I don't even say it. I don't give a shit.
Her name was Candy. I forgot what the fuck her last name was. It doesn't matter.
Something dumb.
Anyways, we were playing, and then she was like, "Yo, can I play?" And then we didn't want to be rude, so we were like, "Oh yeah, sure, whatever, right?"
And of course, this bitch sits next to me.
Yeah.
For context.
Because Josh was the hunk of the class, right?
Don't fucking
he was always a pretty boy. So,
thanks.
And we were playing, and I think you should say it, because there's no proper way for me to say whatever.
Alright, so from my perspective, you know, we're all playing, and us being like dudes, we're like making jokes, just having a good time. And I felt like us as a group, we were pretty fucking funny, and I would say like just in general, like we were pretty funny, and I kept cracking them. I guess I was having a good day in the group of like everyone has good days in the group, you know, when they're making people laugh, and I guess I was on a roll that day or something, God knows what. And you know, this chick, like I had talked to her a couple of times, and like I kind of got a vibe off her, but we're playing and she's sitting next to me, and I crack the final joke, and she like does like the oh stop it thing when they like kind of put their arm up and like hit you on the shoulder, but like oh stop it, but instead of saying oh stop it like a fucking normal person, she goes she does oh you make me wet, like yeah wet. And literally everyone, I ain't gonna lie, this bitch ruined the rest of my 8th grade year. This bitch ruined. So she goes, "Oh, you make me wet," and you know, obviously, whoa, that's fucking crazy. We're playing Risk right now. Hey, this isn't the fuck zone. Hey, we're having a good time. So everyone stops, and everyone's like, obviously, and they're like, "Yo, what the fuck?" No one says anything, but everyone's just kind of quiet, and she's like. Oh, I forgot what she said. She's like, "Oh, you guys are just jealous, or what's wrong with that?" And like, and you know, we finished the game out, and hey, you could tell that, and you know, this chick got clowned on for being ugly, but right, hey, not even like right after class, fucking Eddie, and fucking one of you guys are like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, I heard you and Candy are dating." I was like, "Fuck you guys, you piece of shit." And literally, that shit spread like a goddamn, like the fires in California right now. I came back that weekend or the next day, everyone was like, "Hey, so you and Candy?" And I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna fucking fight someone." And yeah, I never talked to her after that, and the school ended, and that was it. But like, holy shit, like, I don't know if you got another perspective of trolling me or what, but
yeah, it's definitely. I don't remember too much about that. I just remember playing Risk. But it's definitely horrible when someone clowns on you because one time we were playing Kahoot in Mr. Sanchez's class, and I was with John Gerardo. And then, in Kahoot, it tells you who you're behind. So it's like, oh, you're in third place. You're behind Josh or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's this girl in our class. I don't want to clown her. But I'm not clowning her, but like the grand consensus is she's not like too good looking. Yeah, okay. She's not too good looking. Like I don't want to be mean, but like that's like what people have an opinion of her.
And that's not and that's not. Yeah. I'm gonna back him up. That's not him being mean. That's just when you're in middle school, you gotta conform to what's going on, or else you're going down. Yeah, you're going so you either fucking laugh with them, or you're getting laughed at, and that's how it went down there.
Yeah, basically, long story short, I was in like 4th place, and it was like, oh, you're behind Lindsay, and I was like, damn, I'm behind Lindsay, right? As like, because in Mr. Sanji's class, whoever I think it was the bottom like 5 people, like bottom 20%. Would get docked points. And then the top like 20% would gain points. So you really don't want to lose in Kahoot. It was crazy. And I was like, oh damn, I'm behind Lindsay. And then basically the same thing happened to me that happened with Josh. It's, damn, you dating Lindsay? Oh.
and back then, bro, that was, dude, if you got like 2 people in the group, bro, if you're outnumbered and it's all, no, you're fucked. Yeah. So John and G both on Gustavo, like, I know that pain.
And it was just every day, bro, like, go talk to your girlfriend. It was horrible, bro. And then I remember at the end of the year, it was like one of the last couple days. I was like, I don't know how far along this was, but I was tired of it, bro. I just didn't even want to go to, it was horrible. And then John, one day, we were playing Kahoot again, and then he finished behind her. But literally, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. I tried to be like, oh, bro, you dating her, bro? And it didn't matter. And no one thought it was funny.
And they're both like, no, you are.
No. So I ended the year the same way Josh did. But I think Josh definitely got it worse, because
that shit still holds. Like, bro, even through the summers, people were like, cause like, and I'm not trying to outdo you, but I think it's one thing to be like, oh, you're dating her, haha, but to be like, hey, so you make that pussy wet, huh? And it's like, whoa, fuck, bro, Jesus Christ, chill out.
She condones it, like she said that.
Like, at least give me a fucking warning before you're saying some shit like that. Oh. I think that's
There's some crazy stories.
I think that's
in middle school. I can't remember. I know there's definitely like worse stuff, but yeah, middle school was a weird time.
That was fucking crazy. Middle school then was fun. I think that's a good way to end it with both of us being humiliated. You want to do the outro? Like,
oh, what about the sponsor?
I forgot. Sponsor TorqueFit. You guys know what's up. Link in the description as always. Go check out their Instagram, website. You know what's up.
Yeah. What about 3 high-class facilities? Introducing cycle classes,
spin class and I don't. It's too much work. Just say the outro. And let's get
state-of-the-art facilities in Torquay, Australia.
TorqueFit. TorqueF1T.com. TorqueFit.com. Let Gustavo hit the outro.
Thank you for listening to the Lava Line Podcast, episode 8. It was a good time. I'm glad to be back on here. Hoping for a bigger cast. The more people, the funnier it is. Thanks, guys, for listening, and have a good day.
Link in the description below, buddies. Later.